Cool. Okay, so rhythm section, do you got the vibe a little bit now?
Rhythm section, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, ah. Nice.
Okay, ready? We'll do what we did before, where I play a line, and I'll just choose somebody in the audience, or I'll just choose somebody to respond to me, and I'll give you enough time. So I'll just play something for 2 bars, and then you'll have 2 bars to respond to me. And we'll do it in the traditional form, so if it comes, make sure you pay attention to where it is in the form, and make sure you're looking at the right scale. Okay. So just 1 second. Everybody get situated.
Sorry. Trying to get some voices here.
Okay. Do you wanna maybe play a little bit and trade with them and kind of?
Yeah, I'll trade with them.
Cool. We're gonna do kind of like 2 bars playing, and then 2 bars with them responding. Just choose anybody.
All right, great. Let's do it. Yeah.
Ready, rhythm section?
Who has the trade?
Yeah, I think that runs right there. Oh, and down for the rhythm section. I'm sorry, I didn't mean better. They need to get in there.
Eric, you haven't done anything either.
And he hasn't got any either. These 3 haven't got any. Those 6 are the background.
Whoa, start at the top. F minor.
Oh.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. For 4, D flat for 4, D for 4, and then another F for 4. Don't drop that 4 bars of F. You see that? It's 16 bars, not 12 bars. Do you see that the form? You keep dropping the last 4 of F. Okay. So before you start again, rhythmically, try to get into the vibe of the tune a little bit. You know, you're kind of try. All right, just try to bring that out. Yeah, 2, 1, 2, remember where you are on the changes. Because they change dramatically.
Oh crap, I did the wrong one.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I love what you're playing though. It sounds a lot more,
Changes
congruent with the groove. Oh. Want to do it with me? All right, rhythm. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Awesome job of responding in his own way.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I'm always after the sax players at this school. I've never seen, I don't know what's in the water here, but I think they all need to play with much more air. I mean, he's such a great player. I'm like, dude, more, all the sax players, more air. So do you have anything to say to sax players?
Oh, sax stuff. It's about air. It's about getting the reed to vibrate properly, right? For instance, if I was to sing a note, I'm not singing, but a good resonant note. What's happening here? What's going on?
Vibrations.
Of what?
Vocal.
Of vocal cords. Exactly. It's not about. It's not just about more air over the vocal cords. It's getting them to vibrate properly, right? So I'm going to play a note here. And it's not a lot of air per se, but I'm going to really focus on vibration. So if you felt, I couldn't even blow out a match with as much air as I'm using there. But it's about getting the instrument to vibrate. Yeah, you can and blow a lot of air, and it's not going to necessarily help. But it's about getting, the right setup on your horn. So you try it.
I think a lot of kids come from playing clarinet too.
Right? It's a lot better. So do it again, and it's not so much about air, but try to get the whole reed to vibrate, and try to like vocal cords. Try it. Twice as much sound as that.
Do y'all hear that? So
right? Can you try it? You got a pretty big sound already.
Yeah. Good job, Naveen.
Play a note. And really concentrate on the vibration of the reed, not on like vocal cords, okay? And just try to get a nice fat sound by doing that.
You gets a big fat sound.
I do. Yeah, that's terrific. That's great.
And for brass players too, you don't need. I mean, it is important to have consistent stream of air, but you don't need to be playing super loud to have a lot of
Let's
resonance.
do that real quick. Let's talk about getting a big sound on a brass instrument. How does that work? I don't know anything about that. So what is the buzzing? What is the air?
Well, you've gotta make sure that your embouchure is set and you don't have anything slipping out of your corners. That's super important. And try to develop an embouchure that you keep consistent no matter how low or high you're playing. I know it can be hard sometimes, you kind of want to readjust like this to play low or readjust like this to play higher, but it's really about just trying to kind of build one embouchure and one solid embouchure with no leaks, and just have your air be supported and kind of have, it's all coming from down here, just like the bottom of your lungs. Don't breathe from up here, and just kind of have a consistent stream pushing up like bellows from the bottom. And just kind of try to get that resonance and try to practice playing quietly.
Play
Instead
a
of
fat
just,
resonant note with like a little bit of air. So that's just a very little bit of air, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it could be like 4 times as loud if I really wanted it to be, but
You got a gig tonight. Don't want to blow out your job.
it'd be fun.
That's true.
But a lot of the trumpets and trombone players that I've heard, when you play, if I had my horn, I'd demonstrate, but you play with like enough sound to get a sound. But I love what Katisse did with his described, never heard that actually in my many years of teaching, is not a lot of air, but resonance. So I mean, I've always heard sax players talk about get a lot of lip on the reed, and don't get away from the clarinet, firm embouchure. Really let your lower lip vibrate.
That's a good point. Well,
right?
let me elaborate on that, guys. Check it out. I'm going to put enough pressure on the reed with the bottom lip till it starts to make a sound, and then no more. So I'm going to start with like 2 loose, so it's just air. Then I'm going to bring up a little bit of pressure on the bottom lip, and when it turns on like a switch, that's the point that he's talking about. You don't want to compress. So check it out. Okay. But once I get a sound, I'm not going like this, for instance. I'm not compressing any further. Once I get the sound, that's where it is. So as far as tone being too bright, you're probably taking too much mouthpiece, and you're exposing too much of the reed. If it's too muddy and stuffy, then then you're not exposing enough of the reed, and it sounds stuffy like that. So you need to find that right spot. And you can play with one embouchure, like she was talking about the one embouchure thing, throughout. I don't know if I'm up, so I'm kind of cracking some notes. But that's the idea.
Look at his embouchure, it's not moving much. See?
It's better to develop one good embouchure than a bunch
When did you
of
start playing
not so
the
good
sax?
ones.
I think I was like 12.
I thought you said in high school, or was it you were?
I was a theater major in high school,
Right.
but I played, rudimentarily. I didn't really know what a 2-5-1 was or anything until I was out of high school.
Right.
I didn't start playing the flute until I was almost 18. It's like
Right.
pretty late. Let me hear a couple more saxophone players try to get a vibrant sound.
Oh, you're good.
You are now. Right, so maybe take a little bit more mouthpiece. Check it out. Are you guys hip to the term vermilion line? Do you know what that is? That's that line between the skin of your lip and your face. Like, you dig? That line right there. That's the part that you want to have on the reed. Okay, like this. Okay, straight up and down. Does that make sense? I don't want any of the skin of your face to come over your lip like that. I don't want this. And I also don't want this. It shouldn't be rolled out. So that line right there that we all have, that should be the last thing that I see. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
On the outside. So like this. Another important point. The point on the top of the mouthpiece is the teeth. They're just resting there. They are roughly in the same place on the top as that vermilion line. That line is on the bottom. Check it out. Yeah? Not the top lip. The top lip doesn't really mean anything. It's just trying not to let air seep out. But the main thing is to try to have that pressure on the top and the bottom be even. I see people do this. With the teeth way out here, and there, none of that works. And what Tom pointed out is that the same embouchure all the way up into the altissimo when I'm not cracking notes. And that's what you can do if you have that. So, again, top teeth, on tenor, about a little more than a centimeter on. Right? Let me see where your top teeth are. Just put your teeth on. Perfect. Perfect. Now you need to pull the bottom lip up. That's exactly right. That's good. That sounds great. Very nice. Do it again. And now really get the whole reed to vibrate. Not just the part that's in the mouth, but the whole. That's a good sound. That's a good sound.
I captured that.
Yeah. Fantastic.
The thing is, you guys got to do that all the time.